What does it mean to enable a transformation? Certainly there has to be a need, right? If there is no need, well, why shall we do it? Why shall the transformation exist? The transformation exists because there is some trouble or there is some disagreement between the experienced reality and perceived future reality. Those are the enablers by definition. So they enable the transformation to be considered, to be spoken about, what we do today, and to be figured out the ways to do it. And then the next enablers are which would be helping to do the transformation. And from my work, those are the transformation genes, is the belief, the one thought that people have in their minds, and it can be either or. So the thought can be this blue pen, which says, I don't have a transformation gene. I cannot do it, whatever that is. And then we have to have an opposite thought. Usually it could be like a red pen, but I don't have a red pen. So I have this box for the earphones. So this is, I don't have a transformation gene. This is, I have a transformation gene. So what is the greatest enabler? The greatest enabler is this process. Not this, because this is a competition drain of energy, and usually people give up because they get weak, because they are fighting between the two. Real transformation is this. And that's why the first thought that you have in the head and the second, they have to be complete opposites because they cannot live together. It has to be like that. Recently, what was really great surprise to me when I listened to how the experts in physics were speaking about quantum mechanics and the unified field, the superstring theory, and they were explaining from the point of view of scientific, they said, okay, and that's a vector in a linear space. And everyone always goes, oh, what's that? And he says, oh, in the natural world, the vector in a linear space is the same equivalent as a one thought. I was like, this is how it all comes together. So if people have one thought and they realize that's the root cause for all of their decisions, for all of their behaviors, for all of their consequent actions, then the task becomes very simple and your all of attention and energy is focused on that one. And because the game goes that this is the opposite, it's easy to comprehend it because it's the same sentence, it's just instead of no, it says yes. And then that's the first step. When people realize that simplicity and then practically how that can be done. So if you do it one-on-one, which I usually don't do, I do it on the organizational scale. But if you do it on one-on-one, then you can always walk person through the history and say, but at one time you actually had this perception that, I don't know, strawberries are not tasty or strawberries are fake or whatever that was. And that was this idea. And then remember you went to Spain and you tasted the real strawberries and you said, no, strawberries are great. This is this. And then people, oh, you're right. I can change my thought. This is how it works. And then it's all about practicing it. And then what I give, another simple tool, I don't have like printer at home and I haven't printed it, but this is the vectoral transformation. So you have the target and this is how you go there and you make a decision every single day. And anytime you make a shift from, for example, the brushing 2 times a day from 4 times to the 3, you cannot be on the same arrow anymore because this arrow says 4 times a day. This says 3 times a day. This says 2 times a day. And this says 4 times a day every second day. And this says 4 times a day once a week. And anytime when you see the simplicity, and everyone can comprehend arrows, right? And you know which arrow you're walking, the green, the yellow, or the red. And then we take away all of this inbuilt societal conditioning, which is about excuses, which is about finding a good reasoning, using our intellect against ourselves. This kind of thing doesn't allow that manipulation in your head. So these are the simplest ways that I'm currently have developed and I'm delivering for people to achieve this.